Truther questions 21 to 25. If you haven't seen the introduction, go ahead and see the introduction. There are several rules. Actually, there's only about 3 rules um, for the objective of this exercise. And remember, they apply to all the questions in all successive videos. Number 21. If the US government is institutionally ruthless enough to organize the massacre of thousands of its own citizens in a series of false flag attacks, then why was it too squeamish to arrange the deaths of supposed truth seekers? David Griffin, Kevin Barrett, Stephen Jones, Richard Gage, the loose change bitches. That wording, that's not mine, but eh, I agree. Or Alex Jones, etc. Who have exposed their complicity in one of the most heinous crimes a government can commit against its own people. Why are these people still alive and well, and in a position to publicise their theories on radio, television, and print, and online? Like, yeah, I don't get that. They're running around saying, "Oh, the government this, the government that, the government bad, and blah blah blah," and they're trying to kill everybody, yet they're still alive. I didn't realise that Marine recon snipers were that fucking crap shots. Furthermore, this is part A to this question. This is an addition. Even though I've questioned, I've brought this question up. If everyone's supposed to be being bumped off for, showing the government to be complicit in 9/11, then how come these cunts are still alive? But they also go on about censorship and all this, and twoofers go on about censorship and all this kind of crap too. Yet Alex Jones has been on the radio for umpteen fucking years, wanking on about every little kooks petard story that he can either concoct himself or some other retard got off their fucking meds and called in and alerted him to. And he's allowed to do it. No one's shutting him off. No one said shit. Loose change bitches have done 4 fucking videos. You'd think that they'd be assassinated before the first one. You think they'd be assassinated before they did the second, third, or fourth one, or remade it, or however you want to look at it. Richard Gage, another one there too. Who would have known Richard Gage if, like, fucking, if he'd done a couple of bloody things, like a couple of speeches, and fucking all of a sudden died in a car accident or something like that? Who'd miss him? Stephen Jones, you know. Well, no one gives a flying fuck about him because he's an absolute clusterfuck of a fucking school teacher. That's why he's not employed anymore. But yeah, well, they're still alive. Point being. Number 22. Adding on the above question, take take your answer to that question and explain why it does not apply to Bill Cooper. Number 23. Ostensibly, we are told the purpose of the false flag attack on 9/11 was to get us to go to war with Iraq. The cover story for attacking Iraq was Saddam had WMDs. If this is true, then why aren't WMDs planted in Iraq? We are told the lies about the WMDs is one of the smoking guns. Why wouldn't the conspirators um, make the Iraq war look legitimate, as legitimate as possible, even if they had somehow forgotten to plant the WMDs to begin with? For 18 months, people screamed, "Where are the WMDs?" Certainly, in 18 months, they would have had figured out their omission and planted WMDs. Uh, why leave such a huge clue um, to your hidden plan when you could so easily be avoided? Yeah. It's not like the Americans don't have enough WMDs to go around. It's not like it's fucking, you know, a rare item. They can make their own. They could have sent them over and fucking Kreidsmark medical supplies or something like that, and all of a sudden, holy fuck, look, there they are. Nah, didn't do that. No, no, no. But the point of the matter is, here's part A to that question. W knew that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction because his old man's got the receipts for it. Daddy Bush has got the receipts for it. We know how many he used. We know how many he had. We know how many he should have left. Bearing in mind, Saddam didn't have any decommissioning facilities for weapons of mass destruction, which meant that he would have had to have sent them somewhere else and blah, 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 blah. He would have had paperwork and certificates and all this kind of stuff. And then when everybody asked him what happened to the ones you had left, all he said was, I have none. Okay, where did they go? I don't know, I have none. Did you disarm them? I have none. Did you send them away to another country to get disarmed? I have none. That's all he said. So, where are they? We know he had some left. Where are they now? That's the question you should be asking. Uh, Number 24. Building on the above question, if 9/11 was an inside job for the purposes of going to Iraq, then why do we blame Osama bin Laden at all? Why not just make all the fake hijackers Iraqi agents and attack Iraq on the 9th of the 12th, 01? Um, we're constantly reminded that they had a battle plan already drawn up to go to war with Iraq before even taking office, unlike Afghanistan, where they had to scramble and cobble together an ad hoc plan. Uh, if you're already primed and ready to go to war with Iraq, why waste time blaming Afghanistan if you are completely unprepared for it? Simple. 25. If, as Twoofers claim, 9/11 was a false flag for the purposes of going to war with Iraq, then why send Colin Powell to the United Nations, um, ostensibly known faked, intel um, about WMDs in Iraq when we could have just easily said, no, 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 it was because they did 9/11. Nothing to do with them WMDs. Could have faked intel on that. Yeah. Why didn't they do that? You tell me that. Stay tuned for the next enthralling episode.
Babies.